Good morning. Honestly, this commentary video is mostly just gonna be me, talking over the art, because, let's face it, not that many people just watch speed paints just to watch the speed paints anymore. So I'm just gonna mostly just saying random thoughts or just random things I recorded at 3 a.m. You might recognize one of the audio clips from one of my previous vlog videos. So first things first, let's discuss it like this. Well, since this is a Phil fan art video, I might as well just start talking about... I start off by talking about Phil being, classically foolish. I say classically as if he's... I'm calling him old in a very unique way. He's just a very unique brand of foolishness. It's very entertaining, but it's just... in his own way, he is very foolish. Tis why I feel like all the artists are very motivated to make random things in this fandom based off, the completely off-topic shit he says. For example, even though he was basing it off of a dono, it was yeah, the insides of my guts are coated with gold. Because, obviously. And I'm just oh, that looks really cool in my head, so I drew it. But maybe it's just because I'm not part of that many fandoms. What other fandom do you get the chance to be oh yeah, I'm just gonna draw this dude with his insides made of gold because he eats a bunch of fucking golden apples so often. I mean, maybe Hermitcraft, but see. To get into the more random thoughts, let me see if I can find some of the files. I think I'm just gonna start reciting random files that I have on my phone. Some people... what is it called? Some people have their own, videos about what their camera reel is like. I have pages about, things I randomly say. Let's see. I don't know if this is a hot take or just fact, but DSMP Tommy is definitely a pick-me girl. Think about it. Every time he's back in the Wilbur trying to blow up everything arc, he was all every time he saw Wilbur even near a piece of gunpowder, he was just like, Wilbur, look at me, this isn't you. This isn't you, King. Come on, put that down, turn away from Dream, you know what you're about, come on. Or whenever when he was talking to him fucking stuff, he's I'm everybody I didn't want to be, this isn't me. This isn't me. Or when he first met the new kid, when he first met Rambo, and was just he was just look, I'm so quirky and cool, and blew up George's house, and then he gets exiled, and he's like, what the fuck, there's consequences for my actions? The fuck? I don't know. Oh, here's one. Ever think that English is just a myth? Just a fake language taught to children of criminals so that they wouldn't be able to communicate with the good people of the rest of the world and would just forever suffer in a bit of ignorance for the crimes of their parents, and the bloodline was meant to be doomed, but then they somehow made it an actual language, tricked everyone else into thinking they were smarter for making a language that changes more often than it might do, yet still learnable and speakable, so they made generations of people teach others this language so that their own humiliation would be covered up by the comedy of the ironic situation. You give money babble and make babble speak. I don't know how else to say it. English makes no sense. I'm currently learning a few languages because I'm a freaking nerd, but it's English as a language makes no sense. If you can say words that have no meaning in the context that you're speaking in, and they can make sense in that context, I feel like the language is broken. The language must be broken if you were able to do that. I once was sat down talking about something random, and I was just look what I said at the end. You give money babble to make babble speak. If I didn't explain, if you don't know what the Tower of Babel is, and you don't know what the word babble is, you don't... I put a monkey emoji at the end. You need to understand, this isn't a real language. It can't be. To examine English, To examine English is to examine, like, the history of language. I feel like we used to just speak with rock throws, you know? How hard a rock hit a wall is how you felt that day. And that was just how everybody based their day off of, like, where am I going with this? It was going somewhere. But, closing thoughts. Phil streams are really good. I want to try and make more animatics. It's just, like, the way I've been making animatics is very inefficient. Because I'm not that used to, like, doing moving pictures. I'm more on the illustration side of things, if I'm being honest. So I'm not that used to making animations. I can do it, it's just harder for me. So I'm gonna try and make more animatics soon. I have a lot of ideas. I made like a list. I make a lot of lists. So I should be making one again soon. I just need to figure out which one I want to do. Let's. I'm gonna do more commentary videos as well, like this, so that I just have a reason to talk for a minute. I'm gonna be making another speed paint soon for the Ice King skin that Phil had during MCC, so I'm gonna be doing that soon. But that one I don't think will have a commentary to it. I think it's just gonna have more lo-fi music. Also, like, not that many people watch these, but still, if you watch it, comment below, you know? Just like, if you have a request for music or anything, or give me some ideas. Like, comments are nice, you know? About it. I hope you have a good day. Like and subscribe, check out my coffee, and I'll see you in the next one.